Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is episode 17 of your NHL 20 franchise mode here with your Quebec Nordiques. As in today's episode, we're here in round 2 as we go up against the Boston Bruins. As in the last episode, we went up against the Philadelphia Flyers and took them out in 5 games, and what a series it was. We've seen a lot of big performers like Dylan Larkin, who had 8 points in 5 games. He was just a madman, and what a guy this was. He was a perfect pickup. He wanted to get out of Detroit. He just did not belong in Detroit. The team was falling apart. We traded Vitaly Vishanovsky for Dylan Larkin, practically 1-for-1, and we picked up a franchise first-line center to go alongside of Taylor Hall. And this first line has been fantastic. Taylor Hall with 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points in the first 5 games of the playoffs. Dylan Larkin, 5 goals, 3 assists. He's just been ridiculous. And Pageau also helping out with 2 goals and 4 assists. He's just been a big playoff performer, and everyone has. Everyone's been stepping up, and everyone's been playing some big-time playoff hockey. And we need to continue that going up against a very tough team here in the Boston Bruins. They don't have Patrice Bergeron, which is a good sign, so they're not as strong up in the center, which they are. They're pretty deep, but they don't have like a for sure fire first line guy. They're going to have to go with Anthony Mantha, which somehow they picked up from Detroit a couple years ago in a 1-for-1, not for 1-for-1 deal, mid-season trade where he absolutely went to Boston and started ripping shit up, and he's been ripping it up in the playoffs as well. Last year he had 10 points in 7 games. But Mantha would be playing alongside of David Krejci and David Pastrnak, which is a guy that we got to be worried about. But he only has 1 point. He only has 1 point in the past 5 games, so he's been struggling out of the late, so hopefully we can take advantage of David Pasternak's struggles right now. Their second line, they got Andres Bjork, Adam Henrique, and Brad Marchand. One of the best second lines I'm seeing right now. Brad Marchand has been on an absolute tear. 9 points in 5 games. More points than what Dylan Larkin has put up in the first 5 games of the playoffs. Their third line has also been doing very well in their fourth line. It's just the first line that hasn't been able to produce very much, but we got to watch out for it. Then you got Torrey Krug, Charlie McAvoy, Jacob Zebril, Brennan Carlo, and then Jeremy Lawson and Michael Stone. So very solid defensive core, I would have to say. And then your goaltender, Tuukka Rask. I mean, one of the best goaltenders. One of the best goaltenders, I think, in NHL history. Tuukka Rask has been a fantastic goaltender for the Boston Bruins, putting up so many wins. We're going to have to be careful of Tuukka Rask. Tuukka Rask is a guy that's been here before. He's had multiple chances to win cups. And I mean, a lot of these guys have, right? Tuukka Rask has played almost 800 games in the NHL with 421 wins. Not just that, he's put up 123 games in the playoffs. And he's won, I think, 2 cups over his time with the Boston Bruins. So it's a guy that, no, just one. That was the one cup they almost won it, but just missed out, right? Because St. Louis beat them. But we got to be careful of Tuukka Rask, because we know the Boston Bruins, they want to head back to that Stanley Cup final. They want to win that cup. So we got to play hard against them. We know that. And that's what we got to do. Go out there, have some fun, and play hard. That's what we got to do against this Boston Bruins team. We're here in Quebec for Game 1 in Pepsi, in the Pepsi Arena, the Colisee Pepsi Center, whatever the fuck it was called. But this is a big game for the Quebec Nordiques. We want to start off red hot against the Boston Bruins. So let's head in right into Game 1. It's first period, 2-1 for the Quebec Nordiques. Taylor Hall and Dylan Dubé put up 2 goals, and then David Pastrnak gets his second of the playoffs. Hall, Dubé, perfect, boys. That's what I'm talking about. Second period, nothing in the second period, as 19-18 for shots. The Boston Bruins practically even, as we are heading into the third period with a 1-goal lead here for the Quebec Nordiques, and Anthony Mantha ties the game up. And that's what I mean, boys. We got to be careful of that first line. They could really start sparking some offense, and Brad Marchand adds one. A greaser right in front of the net, chipping away at Mackenzie Blackwood as he lets 2 in a row in unanswered, as the Quebec Nordiques, they start off red hot, but they are not able to score a single goal until the end of the game. So 3 unanswered. Dubé, Hall, they get their third and second. Pastrnak puts up his second. Mantha gets his first of the playoff. So that's a big one for Mantha. Hopefully, he can that will only be his first goal of the playoffs. But on Boston's ideally plan, they want Mantha and Pastrnak to really start ripping it up. So we got to bounce back here in game 2, guys. We're still in Quebec. The fans are still chanting for us. We got to jump back in this game. So let's take this game back. First period, nothing as we dominate. Well, not really. We have a 3-shot lead, 10-7 for shots to the Quebec Nordiques. Second period, nothing. In the second period, a very defensive series between the Quebec Nordiques and the Boston Bruins. Shots are 22-14 as Tuukka Rask is absolutely robbing a game for the Boston Bruins right now. He's saving everything, and Mackenzie Blackwood is also as Boston. They are coming into this second period as we have not even taken a shot throughout this entire practically third period. We only took 4 shots. Wow, that's a joke. So we're heading into overtime with only shooting the puck 4 times in that third period, coming up against a really, really hot Boston Bruins team right now. Like, this is probably the hottest we're probably going to see this team, but fuck me, are they ever putting up the points right now? Like, holy crow. They really just came in there and they slammed the door on us. My lord. I never seen like, we were looking at the shot clock. We had 24-12. They buried like 10 shots, almost 12, 13 shots to 4. We didn't even get a shot until the 5th minute when there was 5 minutes left in the game. God damn, man. So we're heading into overtime here in Quebec. Dylan Larkin against Krejci for a big face-off, and I'm playing. Fuck. I did not mean to do that. I always forget to do that sometimes. Knew I was forgetting something. And I was forgotten that I need to change sides. That's okay. So we just started off the game anyways. And we also need to change the camera angle to broadcast form as well. There we go. Everything's all ready to go. Let's get this game underway in overtime as Boston has the first. Oh, big hit there on Davey Krejci as now we're cycling as Univolov. He has it. Carey passes it over to Taylor Hall as he gets pushed off the puck. David Krejci passes over to David Pastrnak. He's carrying it up the zone, looking around as he gets pressure. Passes back up to McAvoy, over to Pastrnak as he's looking to put the Boston Bruins up 2-0 in the series. Great chance there, but Mantha, he took a shot and Mackenzie Blackwood makes a big save. Still no goals in this game. It's been a great game. Univolov, great chance there and a big save there by Tuukka Rask. Andre Univolov stepping up there big time for big opportunities. Now Taylor Hall, he's carrying up. Dylan Larkin, great chance there. And now it's blocked Taylor Hall. Oh, Dylan Larkin taking another chance. And Tuukka Rask making another save there for the Boston Bruins. It has been some back and forth hockey between these two games, or between these two teams all night long. And I feel like it's going to be a competitive series all series long, no matter which way we look at it. Great chance. Yamamoto gets a big goal for the Quebec Nordiques as Yamamoto ties this series up at 1. Man alive. I'm hoping one day I get to yelled at when Yamamoto scores a big time game-winning goal for the Edmonton Oilers in real life. Because my lord, would I ever love that. My boy, Kailer Yamamoto, buries a big one for the Quebec Nordiques, send them to tie this series up at 2. And that's a big goal that Yamamoto need to score. He was able to find that right above the glove. What a snipe from the young kid, Kailer Yamamoto. And we had some great chances there from that first line. Dylan Larkin was a buzzing, and he made a perfect crisp pass over to Yamamoto. And Yamamoto took that chance to bury it right in the back of the net. Big goal for the Nordiques as fuck, what a game for Yamamoto getting that big goal for the team. I mean, what a fucking game. What a game. Yamamoto gets a big goal. We tie the series up at 1. We're heading to Beantown, Boston, baby. And it's a town where we really don't want to be at. I mean, Boston is definitely a scary place to be at with the fans and shit, but we're going to have to fight through this, all right? We're going to have to fight through this. I think we fought through the Boston Bruins once before, and Jordan Binnington, he is back in the lineup. This is somebody we have been waiting for the longest fucking time, is to see this man's being back in the lineup and being all ready to go. And I'm excited to see Jordan Binnington. We have faced this team once before in round 3 when we got sent off to the Stanley Cup final. That's when we were facing, what's his face? Fuck, what was it? Oh my god, why am I zoning out so bad? It was when we got sent off to the Stanley Cup final to go off against the Colorado Avalanche, and that's when they also had Patrice Bergeron at the time as well. So we're going to send down Devon Shore. We'll call up him if we need be. But for right now, we will hit best lines. And then we're going to throw Jordan Binnington in the lineup. Now, this is going to kind of cause a huge conflict. Mackenzie Blackwood has been on an absolute tear since he joined the Quebec Nordiques. The first 17 games, he was 10-3-3. I think we're going to have to ride with Mackenzie Blackwood. He's been the red-hot hand. Jordan Binnington, he's fully ready to go. He's fully healthy. But for right now, we're going to rely on Mackenzie Blackwood to be the big goaltender right now. So, big game here in Beantown. Boston Bruins against the Quebec Nordiques. Let's go, boys. First period, 1-0. Andres Bjork and Jordan Binnington's in the net. Are you fucking shitting me? I forgot auto rotates goalie is on. Fucking bullshit. Second period, 2-0. Torrey Krug scores that big one. Come on. Fuck, man. I hate EA sometimes for that auto rotates goalie shit. If I put in someone, I would like this him stay in. But fucking our dumbass coach decides to fucking keep rolling with Binnington here, and we're going to lose the game 2-0 against the Boston Bruins. It's a game that we really did not want to lose as we go down in the series 2-1. I did not want Jordan Binnington in the fucking net. Don't you guys understand that? I threw him in the backup position for one fucking reason why. Is because I didn't want him playing. I didn't want Jordan Binnington playing in that game because he hasn't played a single fucking game for like 3 months now. 4 months, for fuck's sakes. He hasn't played for a while. He just does not deserve to play any games right now. He's been out for a while. Mackenzie Blackwood will be the starting goaltender for Game 4. Alright, we're going to get back on track. We need to come back with a bounce-back victory, okay? Bounce-back victory here in Boston. We need this victory to send us off to Quebec, so we need this, alright, boys? So let's go out there and let's play some hard fucking hockey. First period, 2-1. Denis Gurianov, Dylan Dubé, 1 on the power play. Dante Haydn puts up 1 as well. Alright, boys, shut it down. Second period, 4-1. Chris Letang and Zach Ashton Reese put up 2 for the Quebec Nordiques, the 2 acquisitions that we picked up during the offseason. The Quebec boy, Letang, gets a big goal for the Quebec Nordiques as we go up 4-1 here against the Boston Bruins here in Game 4. Oh, excuse me. This is a game that we need to win tonight, so we're dominating shots 27-23, and hopefully we can just lock it down, and Dylan Larkin adds another one, an insurance marker, as we're up 5-1, or 5-2 now, as Andres Bjork puts in 1 as the Quebec Nordiques walk away. Game 4 as the series is tied up at 2. Dylan Dubé with his 3rd of the playoffs. Gurianov put up his 4th. And Larkin, he put up his 6th as well. Letang, I think he got his 2nd. Dylan Larkin, look at that, man. 12 points in 9 games, been ripping up. Well, we got to get a big victory here in Pepsi Arena as we're going to be in Quebec against the Boston Bruins here for Game 5. This is a game that we need to win. It's a tied series. If Boston wins, we're going to put us on the brink of elimination. That means we're going to have to win 2 in a row games. So, boys, tonight we got to go and absolutely pound them. McDonagh, be the big captain tonight. And Larkin, we need you to be a big player. And Taylor Hall, we haven't seen you score very much this playoffs. I need you to go out there and show us what you're fucking made of. So let's go. First period, 1-1. Dylan Larkin gets a big one. David Krejci also gets 1 for the Boston Bruins. 14-12 for shots for the Boston Bruins. Second period, 3-2. Carlo Krug and Dylan Dubé puts in 1 for the Quebec Nordiques. 3-2 for the Boston Bruins. Come on, boys. We got to bounce back in this game. Got to bounce back. Big power play here for the Quebec Nordiques. We need to get 1, and we do not get a single goal from that power play as the Quebec Nordiques are still down by 1 with a minute left, and Adam fucking Henrique buries 1 for the Boston Bruins, giving up that 4-2 lead as the Quebec Nordiques fall to the Boston Bruins here in Game 5 as they put us on the brink of elimination, which is a place we really do not want to be right now. As I think we're going to have to jump over to Jordan Binnington. I think that's going to have to be the case. We lost 5-2 there. That was definitely not a great game for Mackenzie Blackwood, and I feel like we got to trust Jordan Binnington. We relied on this guy a lot for the past 2 years. He's been that big goaltender, and especially in the playoffs. We know he could be a big playoff guy in the playoffs, so let's rely on Jordan Binnington being that guy for the team. Lineup-wise, we need to get Taylor Hall going. He's just has not been that guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go Yamamoto, Larkin, Gurionov. The fucking pass from Yamamoto to Larkin was absolutely perfect. Plus, the second line's not doing good. So we'll go with Hall, Bergeron, Pajot, Kapanen. We'll keep that line together. They've been doing really good. And then Kujula, Lowry, and Ashton Reese. Defensively, McDonagh and Unival have been playing great. Those two guys have not, and same with those two guys. So we're going to go Letang, Fleury, Brodin, Huntinainen. Change it up just a bit. Let's just jump right into Game 6, all right, boys? This is a big series, all right? I mean, we're a young team. We have multiple years ahead of us, but let's show everybody what we're fucking made of. What we did last time when we made it to the Stanley Cup Finals, right? We proved everybody wrong. We made it there, and we almost beat the Colorado Avalanche in that Stanley Cup Finals. So now it's our turn to take demand in this series. So Game 6 in Boston, in TD Garden. Let's get this big victory for the Quebec Nordiques. First period, 1-0. Dylan Larkin gets a big one for the Quebec Nordiques. That's a huge one. Second period, 1-1. 26-15 for shot to the fucking Boston Bruins. David Pastrnak gets a big one right in for the net. And Taylor Hall on the power play gets a big one for the Quebec Nordiques. As that is a 2-1 lead for the Quebec Nordiques. A 1-goal difference is separating. And Anthony Mantha on the power play gets a big one for Boston. We knew that lead wouldn't last very long. We knew that. As it's a tie game with 5 minutes left here in Game 6. Come on, boys. Just hold on to it. Maybe even get a goal. No, we are sending ourselves to overtime. We knew this was going to be a competitive series against the Boston Bruins. We knew that the day that we stepped in to TD Garden. We knew the day that we seen that the Boston Bruins, we were going to have to go up against this team, that this series was going to be hella competitive. But boys, we got to go out there and we got to play hard. We got a good competitive team this year. Probably the best team that we're going to have for a long fucking time. For some reason, we're having Detroit Red Wings jerseys. I have no reason why, but I don't know. It's a glitch for some dumb reason that it keeps doing. But anyways. Oh, Anthony Mantha, a great chance there and a big save there by Jordan Binnington. Oh, my Lord. What a fucking huge save there. Gurionov, he has a big break. What a fucking pick away there by Gurionov. Tries to get the shot up, but that was blocked. Play hard on them, boys. We got to pressure the Boston Bruins. We cannot let them breathe. Don't let them get that big shot off. Big save there by Binnington. And Unival dumps it down the ice. That was smart. I mean, we don't get the line change or anything, but that was smart by Unival, just chipping it out. I mean, that's what we need to do. And Dylan Larkin, look at that man out there and scoring goals this year. He's top 5. Jesus, what a man he's been for the Quebec Nordiques as Gurionov picks up the puck as he's looking to break it out. Long pass over to Kailer Yamamoto, the big overtime winning game winner last game as it passed over to Gurionov. A nice chance there as Tuukka Rask making a big save there against the sniper, Denis Gurionov. Big hit there on David Pastrnak. Go after Univalov. Hard after it. Ooh, fuck, that would have been a great chance if Univalov just kept skating through him. Fuck, that would have been nice. Get that line change, boys. You've been out there for almost the entire period. Oh my God, that dinged right off the post as Binnington falls back. It freezes it. Oh my fucking God. That was too close to being a goal for the Boston Bruins as that one pings off the post as Patrice Bergeron's line's out there. Let's go, boys. Pajot, come on, baby. Let's have a go. As Pajot's carrying it in over to Taylor Hall. Nice snipe there as Tuukka Rask with a glove save, or robbing Taylor Hall of a goal there. Oh, man, this is stressing me out. This is a big Game 6. This is an elimination game for the Quebec Nordiques. This is a game where the Boston Bruins could be walking on to the third round of playoff action. So come on, boys. Brad Marchand picked it up. Long pass over to Bjork. And oh, my God, just absolutely gets smashed by the fucking... Oh, Dylan Larkin, great chance there. Carlo picks that chance away from whoever the fuck that was. I think that was Yamamoto in front of the net. Great defensive play there by Letang. Oh my Lord. That was a juicy rebound. That was almost a great chance to bury that in the back of the net. Now Marchand trying to generate some offense as Dylan Larkin. Beautiful pass by Taylor Hall over to Pajot. Back over to Dylan Larkin. He was trying to set it back up, but now it's a perfect opportunity here for the Boston Bruins. Oh, and that is it. Brad goddamn Marchand buries it in the back of the net. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, as the Quebec Nordiques are eliminated from the playoffs. Brad Marchand buries it. Oh, That one burns. That one burns. I mean, I'm not angry about this because of the fact that we worked hard. We really did. We worked hard against this Boston Bruins team. This is the Boston Bruins were a better team. And there's no doubt about that. This team was a better team. They were putting it out there. They were really getting some big chances there. It's just we weren't able to get to those big chances as well. I mean, just a big Boston really performed. The players that were out there, they really performed. We had a young team out there. There's nothing really you can do about it. Fuck, we have half of these guys locked up for years. So I'm not too worried about this Quebec Nordiques team. This is a learning experience. We lost this series because we let our guard down. When we let our guard down, we're going to evidently lose the series, which we did. But what a series for the Quebec Nordiques. I mean, what a playoff run. What a season by the Quebec Nordiques. I mean, Dylan Larkin, first of all. What a kid. What a kid. 15 points in 11 games. He was bloody brilliant for the way that he played for the Quebec Nordiques throughout this entire playoff run. I mean, he was one of the best point guys in the entire league, for fuck's sakes. He was perfect. Otherwise, Jean-Gabriel Pageau, what a kid this was, too. What a pickup he was. I don't know if we're going to be using him next year, but since Patrice Bergeron is probably going to be going, I think Jean-Gabriel Pageau might be that guy that, hey, might fill into that second-line position, right? Because we're not going to have Patrice Bergeron next year. That's a guarantee. He's not probably going to want to come back here. But everyone else really performed. Gurianov had a big-time playoffs. Yamamoto played pretty well. He got that big game-winning goal. Dubé was lining the lamppost up. It really did suck that we were missing Cali Dansk. I really wish we had that young kid in there. And I wish we played a little bit better defensively. I mean, we did struggle a bit against the Boston Bruins, shutting them down defensively and stuff like that. But we really did play hard. And I'm excited for next year. Like, next year, it's just going to get better here for the Quebec Nordiques, right? It's only going to get better from here, right? We have a bloody good kid in Dylan Larkin. You still have Ryan McDonagh for the first little bit. I mean, he's 33 years old, but you're still going to have a solid defense score for the next little bit. Not just that, we have an immense amount of people that are going to jump up. Cole Perfetta, he's definitely going to be a second-line guy next year, right? You're going to have him play next year. Not just that, you're going to have a ton of prospects that should be ready for the future here for the Quebec Nordiques. I'm excited for this team. This is not going to be our last playoff run. This is not, right? We still have majority of the playoffs, players that we need for next year locked up. We're only losing Bergeron, Letang, Brodin, Dubé, Gurianov, Yamamoto. Those are the only couple players that we need to sign. Might be some big contracts in there that we're going to have to figure out, but I mean, we can figure that out once we get to that in the next video. But right now, guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Adios, amigos.